Hi folks, Chef Rick here at Chef Tips UK. Today we're going to be doing custard. Everyone loves custard, you know it, I know it. Really great to go with desserts. Really simple to make as well, so simple to make. And it's so much better than that shop bought stuff. So, I mean, all we've got eggs, sugar, bit of corn flour. I've got full double cream here. You can do half double cream, half milk if you want. I prefer the full double cream one. And a vanilla seed, vanilla pod even. So much nicer with a vanilla pod rather than vanilla extract or vanilla bean paste. Because you cook it in the cream and it just infuses so much. So, let's get started. So just on a medium low, I'm going to pour in, I've got 600 millilitres of double cream. Yeah, it's going to make loads of custard, this is. There's nothing worse than having not enough custard. Right, just got a little one vanilla pod here. All I'm going to do, slice it down. I tend to do half first, half after. And by that I mean I slice through half of it and then the other half. What you want to do, I've messed that up completely, to be fair. Just scrape them seeds, get them in there, then that little bit there, just chuck it in there. It don't really matter if you mess it up like this, really don't matter. Get that in there, chuck that in there. And then what I forgot to mention is you sort of scraping with the back of your knife. If you want to use a little knife, just got a little paring knife here, and then you just sort of want to try and open it out, scrape all them seeds out. Same again, in with that, and then these little bits left on the board, get them in there as well. Vanilla pods are quite expensive. I think they're about £2.50 each. So you know, it's a lot more expensive than buying the essence or extract, but I think it really is worth it. If you're doing something hot where you can cook it and let it fuse, I think it really is worth it. It really does make a difference. So then all I'm going to do, just get my whisk here, and I'm just going to whisk in, and I'm going to just bash the heat up a little bit. I don't want to cook it too hot, I want it just coming up to the simmer. So just when you start to get the little bubbles around the outside of the saucepan, that's when we know it's hot enough. Right, so whilst that's coming up to the simmer, I've got 6 egg yolks here. Make sure you don't have the whites. You don't have to chuck the whites, you can make a meringue or something out of them. So, you know, you don't have to chuck them. So bang, in with them egg yolks, just get a spoon here. I've got an electric whisk to whisk this. You can whisk it by hand. I'm just feeling a bit lazy today, so. And then all we're going to do, blitz these for about a minute. Right, so I've blitzed these eggs for a minute, about a minute. They've gone nice, light, airy, frothy. This has come up to the simmer, so I'm just going to turn it down low. Let that carry on infusing while we sort this out. Right, so once this is at this stage, this is the 6 egg yolks here, I'm going to add 150 grams of caster sugar into it, then blitz it up. Right, and after about a minute you should get this really nice pale, thick egg mix. That's exactly what you want. This is still on low, simmering away nicely. Slight little cheat here, I've got a teaspoon of corn flour. I'm just going to add that into the custard. Just going to help thicken it up a little bit, help to stabilise it a bit more. Right, so then our cream, we're going to take our cream, we'll edit that bit out. We're going to take our cream off, just going to mix in this corn flour. Right, and then all we're going to do is add a little bit of the cream to the eggs. Just a really tiny amount. Whilst we're whisking. A little bit more. little bit more again. Just you don't want to be rushing this. You want to be taking it really nice and steady. I mean, it don't take long. A little bit more. You just sort of want to get the eggs sort of accustomed to the heat. If you put it in all at the same time, you risk scrambling the egg, and then you've got a scrambled, really sugary, sweet scrambled egg, not custard. I'm going to add a little bit more again. A little bit more that time. And now I've almost got something that resembles custard. So once I've got that, I'm now going to add this mixture to the cream. Really slowly and just whisking that in constantly as I'm doing it. Once that's done, on the heat, on low, and we're just going to carry on whisking it. I'm going to cook this out for just until it's thick enough. Sort of, we want it just slightly thicker than a crème anglaise. Though it should coat the spoon, but I want to get that nice. I want a little bit thicker than a normal homemade custard. So all you want to do is just, we've got it on low, and you just want to gently stir it just to stop it from scrambling, and you want to cook it out for about 4-5 minutes. Right, so as you can see, I've been cooking this for 5 minutes just on low. I actually moved to a smaller ring just because I think this one's a little bit hotter. But as you can see, that is really nice and thick now. So all we're going to do with that is pass it over a sieve. I'm going to get rid of this whisk. Pass it over a strainer. All that's just going to do is it won't get rid of the vanilla pods. It'll just get rid of the excess bits of skin from the vanilla pod. What I meant to say is it won't get rid of the seeds. So I'm just going to gently press that through a strainer. You should be left just with the bits of vanilla seed and some little bits of from the skin of the seed. And in here you should have this really nice thick custard. Look at that. How nice does that look? I just want to put it in a mug and drink it, I do. Just pour a little bit into that bowl there. Look at that. Homemade custard. It took about 10 minutes to make, and it tastes so much better than brought in stuff. So, I think there's only one thing we can do now. Try it. Oh, so sweet, velvety, and it's just under hot, not quite hot. It's like in between warm and hot. So obviously you only cook it low. This is a perfect temperature. Oh, I'm gonna easily go through all this. I might have to save some for the cameraman. She's eyeing me up like, I want a bit. So yeah, homemade custard, proper easy, proper simple. Try it out yourselves, let me know how you get on. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I've mentioned this before, we're now on Facebook, Twitter, the links are in the description below. So hit us up on them. And until next time, keep on chefing.